My last video, I'm actually, I was able to play through the new quest. As you can tell right now, I got 3 of the special gear, well, quote-unquote special gear. Unfortunately, what I see wrong, in my personal opinion, is the fact that when you have to craft the gems, you have to get certain items to get the certain gems to complete the set. um, as a matter of fact, today, trying to do this thing solo, did a couple of groups, one successful, one not successful. As you can tell, I'm doing something a little different. I started getting into the dual blades. I was doing the archery a lot, more than once actually. And well, the dual blades isn't that bad. They're pretty good. Usually I'm more of an archer than I am up close and personal. But don't get me wrong, the item drops when you complete it are fine, good, and everything else. Well, today, I'm talking about that, but I'm also going to talk about the, hold on one second. I actually want to talk about the big Capcom kind of fucked up. They kind of shot themselves in the foot. And what I mean by this is the quest, everybody thinks, the quest is good, but there's been a huge backlash. There's been, like a talk back and forth between people who like it, people who don't. And I've heard some interesting things that there's certain people out there who, via Twitter, who pretty much love the idea they're going after this particular monster, and you have the people like me and quite a few others who tend to not favor this particular monster because of the fact that you can't really capture it, you can't kill it. All you can do is break off all the parts of the body. And finding out now that there's more people who've actually tried to play it, who generally tend to start now to think that it's a waste of time and it's not really worth the effort. And I have to agree in some cases or another. And I have to agree about that because, to be honest, the way they did this with the quest, the quote-unquote special edition, I think Capcom kind of screwed themselves over on this one. Okay, it's cool. You want to fight this gold monster to get more of the aspects, the gear and everything else. And some people who thought this is a waste of time because you're not going to be able to get the gem. It's going to be a very small chance you're going to get the actual gem to make the cloth and the gauntlets. As you can tell, most people, as myself, I mean, like I said, there's certain things in the game that are kind of doable or kind of like easy enough to put up and say, yeah, okay, you want to do it, you want to get this shit, you want to get what you want done, hey, that's all fine, good. What I find very interesting is the fact that this particular monster, to get those type of weapons, is not going to work very well. And without that being said, I'm going to try something a friend of mine had told me, is try to get the Nergigante demon swords, because apparently those would actually work a lot better. And I didn't know that dual wielding 2 blades like this was actually going to be a good thing, because. So, again, I'm going to try going and doing that with the Nergigante set. It's almost going to be damn near impossible to really solo this by myself, but as you can tell, this is a beautiful spring day, you know. So I'm gonna just take a look here to see what I can do, maybe to try soloing it, but I think it's a complete utter waste of time by doing so. So I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna look at the parts tree. Gonna try something a little different than I normally do. So look for dual blades and dual destroyers, which I would need. Well, that's not really a very good one because of, we'll take a look here. So as you can tell, I'm just kind of like scrolling through this shit. These are the Devil Joe, which it seems like it's a high rate for a dragon. 280, which really isn't that bad. Wraith and Rancor. I've never really tried this before, the dual blades. The black steel, not too much, because then you don't know exactly what you're going to get yourself into. Wraith and Rancor, which defense bonuses, there's really no properties to the defense bonus. So I'm going to look at the tree under the black steel and see what we have here for Nergigante. So anyways, so Devil Joe, try that out. Change equipment. My god, what a fucking asshole. What a moron with an oversized ego-stroking